High above the world of men lies a kingdom untouched by time, where giants walk and war is only ever one step away. In a quiet village, young Jack lived with his father. He loved a bedtime story his late mother once told, a tale of giants. Long ago, monks planted magic beans hoping to reach heaven. But the stalk led to Gantua, the giant's realm. The creatures came down, ravaging Earth and developing a taste for human flesh. Far away, Princess Isabel cherished the same story. Her mother read it to her at night, teasing, "Aren't you scared of the two-headed giant?" Isabel wasn't. The monks, desperate, forged a crown from giant hearts. With it, King Eric enslaved the beasts, banished them to Gantua, and cut down the stalk. Peace returned. The crown was buried with the king, and the tale became legend. That night, Jack asked if the giants would ever return. His father reassured him. Noble guardians would stop them. Though giants, he said, weren't real. Meanwhile, Isabel's mother revealed the truth. Eric was real. And Isabel? She carried his blood. When the girl mentioned seeing his grave, her mother wasn't upset. One day she'd rule, and rulers must understand the world. Later, Jack kept reading. The final line chilled him. The giants will return, and the last of Eric's blood will fall. 10 years later, Jack is sent to the city by his uncle to sell their horse. No distractions, he warns. But Jack, now grown, is easily distracted. In town, he stops at the theater where actors retell the legend of King Eric and the giants. Among the crowd, he spots a girl. Captivating. She notices him too. Before the play ends, a group of men begins harassing her. Jack follows them outside and steps in, only to get punched in the face. Still, he begs them to leave her alone. Suddenly, a royal guardian appears. The men back off instantly. And when the girl climbs onto a horse, the truth hits Jack. The girl is Princess Isabel. The men kneel. Jack is told to do the same. Outside, he realizes someone's stolen his cart. Elsewhere, Roderick and his assistant Wick discuss Roderick's future marriage to the princess. They pass a monk on the way to the royal relics. When they arrive, Roderick panics. The magic beans are gone. Only King Eric's crown remains. He orders the city gates closed and the monk found. That same monk soon runs into Jack, who's now trying to sell his horse. He offers Jack 10 coppers, but has no money. Instead, he offers strange beans as collateral. Jack hesitates, until the monk insists they're holy relics and can be redeemed at the abbey. Just don't lose them, and never get them wet. Before Jack can decide, the monk rides off, but Wick's men are already closing in. They capture the monk as he tries to escape. Back at the castle, Isabel returns and apologizes to her guardian Elmont for sneaking off again. Meanwhile, Jack's uncle explodes in anger, furious that Jack traded their horse for a handful of beans. Jack's uncle snaps, telling him it's time to grow up. He's 18 now, no more childish choices. At the palace, King Brahms scolds Isabel for slipping away without her guardians. She's to be queen someday. But Isabel pushes back. Why marry someone like Roderick? Twice her age, and someone she doesn't love. I'm not fragile, she says. You're just like your mother, he replies, softly but firm. Back at home, Jack's uncle, fuming, hurls the beans off the table. He threatens to sell what's left of Jack's parents' belongings. Jack pleads with him not to, but his words fall on deaf ears. Meanwhile, Isabel pleads with her father to let her roam the kingdom freely. He refuses. He's already lost one queen. He won't lose another. His decision is final. She will marry Roderick, and she will stay. Isabel walks away heartbroken, but defiant. That very night, she sneaks out again. Elsewhere, Roderick and Wick interrogate the monk. He warns them. The beans are cursed, born of dark magic. They were never meant to be unearthed. Roderick silences him, permanently. As the storm rages, Jack worries. His uncle's still not home. Meanwhile, deep in the dark woods, A soaked and lost Isabel sees the lights of Jack's cottage and follows them. As Jack prepares to head out into the storm, there's a knock. It's her. He invites her in. They talk, books, stories, and the kind of adventures that live in dreams. Neither admits they've met before, but it lingers in the air. Jack finally asks what she's running from. "Just looking for an adventure," she says. He kneels, gently revealing that he knows who she is. Isabel smiles and tells him to rise, then quietly thanks him for defending her honor. Beneath them, rainwater creeps toward a forgotten bean. Beneath Jack's cottage, the forgotten bean begins to stir, but he and Isabel are still unaware. He hands her his favorite book, the one about giants, hoping she'll find the adventure she's searching for. Then the ground trembles. With a thunderous crack, a beanstalk erupts through the floor, launching the house skyward. Jack is thrown outside. Isabel, trapped inside the rising farmhouse. As the stalk climbs higher, Jack scrambles up after it, determined to reach her. He makes it back to the house, clings to the door as Isabel opens it, nearly knocking him off. He grabs her hand but slips, falling from the sky, her bracelet clutched in his palm. Jack crashes to the ground and blacks out. By morning, the king himself wakes him. When he sees the bracelet, he demands answers. Elmont, the royal guardian, recognizes Jack from the market and vouches for him. Soon Jack joins a rescue mission, climbing the stalk with Elmont, Roderick, and a team of guardians. But Roderick's intentions aren't pure. As they ascend, Jack asks Elmont what he thinks is up there. Elmont doesn't believe in giants. He warns Jack, "Don't risk your life for a princess. Even without Roderick, she could never marry a commoner." Higher up, the stalk narrows. Craw, another guardian, helps Jack cross a gap. But Jack slips. They manage to save him. As they continue climbing, one by one, men begin to fall, lost along the way. Roderick lets it happen. Elmont has no idea. By the next morning, only 6 remain. And ahead of them, the top of the world. Since Isabel wasn't in the house, the guardians push onward, into the world of the giants. But before they go far, Roderick pulls Jack aside. He wants the remaining beans. Jack hands over the pouch, except for one, which he secretly tucks into his locket. Roderick warns him to stay silent. Up ahead, Elmont and Craw find markings, signs Isabel left to find her way back. They follow the trail until Jack spots something familiar, the book he gave her. She must have hidden nearby. Broken branches suggest something massive dragged her away. Elmont splits the group. He, Craw, and Jack stumble on a flock of sheep and try to catch one, only to trigger a trap. As Elmont cuts them loose, something approaches. They freeze. A giant appears. It devours a sheep whole, then sniffs the air. Craw. He runs, but the giant catches him in seconds. As it prepares to eat him, Elmont rushes in, stabbing the beast, only to be knocked unconscious. The giant grabs them both and walks off. Jack follows from a distance. Meanwhile, the second group reaches a cliffside waterfall. One guardian suggests resting, then suddenly shoves Roderick over the edge. But before anyone can react, a giant snatches Wiki and eats him alive. Another giant charges. But Roderick, clinging to the cliff, reaches the crown just in time. The creature stops and